Short video how to change the starter on the R11000S. This is a 2004 model. This starter is about to go out, hasn't gone out yet. This is your jump, start, pull. Remove this. There is another bolt right there. I think it's a 4mm bolt. I'll show you later. It's kind of hidden. You'll remove that bolt, and then that way you remove the cover. That's the bolt right there, and then you remove the cover. Once we remove the cover, we'll proceed with removing the starter. This is the replacement starter that I bought from eBay. It's very important that the positive cable, that is that jump start pull, be covered somehow, because it's a big task to remove the tank to take the terminal off. So I'll get to that. Once we remove the cover, there will be two bolts to remove the starter. That's one bolt right here and another bolt here. One of them is hard to access. The other one is right in front of you, very accessible. All right, so just a few bolts. Let's see how it goes. P25. All right, this was easy. I'll remove this. Now the other bolt that I was talking about, it's here. It's this bolt hidden over there. Let me see. There we go. It's a 5mm bolt. Yep. There we go. Okay. You see that? This is where you're gonna connect your wrench. There we go. Done. Let's just do it by hand. Alright. That's the bolt. Put it right next to. Now this should come off. This should be able to slide off. There we go. Just watch out those wires over there. You may have to pull your shifter down, hold it down as you slide this thing back. All right, so I need my other hand right now. You get the idea. The cover is removed. This is the one, I guess, is number 13. When you remove that, make sure it doesn't hit the frame. You're going to have the sparks going up. So when I remove this, immediately I'm going to put some electrical tape over it, all over it. Just be very careful with that. This should come right off. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. Just don't be brutal on taking things off. Just play with them to get them off. Move them up and down. There we go. Okay. Now, this bolt and the other bolt that is way underneath, as I showed you in the beginning of the video. This looks like it Torx as well. I'll find out. Let me move on to the next step. This is a T45. Okay, T45 fits it. Need a long extension. Look at that. It's right there. It's really easy accessible. You don't have to make it longer and bring it behind the exhaust, okay? So I'm taking that off. So after removing the bottom bolt, I came back to this positive connector here. Just note the location of your bracket and where the washers are. I already removed the nut. Nut. This is where you have to pay extra attention. As you remove it, you don't hit anywhere, and immediately I'm going to wrap it with electrical tape, okay? Put electrical tape on there. Now that's the last bolt. Just like easily. Here we go, the bolts that were removed. Okay, I'm going to try to take it out. As I suspected, look at that zip tie, so we need to snip it, and that's where they go back. The wires need to be tied down again. There you have it. So it's extremely important that these cables, wires, stay right there. You don't want them to be forward and get stuck in the flywheel. And this doesn't look that bad at all. The teeth are okay. Don't have much. Even the starter itself. Like I said, the starter wasn't going out completely. I had one or two incidents of having a hard time, like having a dead pole or something, not wanting to start. So I figured, let me just change it. I may most likely open it up later on and see if this is something I can just rebuild and have a spare starter. The BMW starter is $360 to $400, and I bought that one from eBay for $59. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably shoot a little bit of a spray and clean these things. And this is where I put electrical tape over that hole. I cleaned it a little bit, you know, got the dust and everything off with brake cleaner. Look at this clip. This is where it holds the wire, and this part is where you had it zip tied to the starter. So oh, by the way, this is an alignment pin. Mine is on the bike, unless this comes off. Make sure that's where your starter has to be aligned, right? Now, if the alignment pin on yours is on the starter, most of the time these aftermarket starters do not come with an alignment pin. What you do is just get a little socket head, Allen head key, and just align it before you torque the bolts, right? Make sure you have to align it. It has to be aligned. So you kind of snug one of the bolts. On the other one, you leave it loose. You align it with a little Allen wrench, Allen key. Once it's aligned, you torque down the bolts. You take the Allen key out. Luckily, mine, the pin is on the body, on the flywheel housing, so I don't have to worry about it. All right. Doesn't need it, but I put a little electrical tape over this section that gets zip tied to the starter. I don't want it. I saw a little bit of chafing over just the coating of this little wire, the cable. So I just put a little bit of electrical tape in there, just so you know. This starter is placed in, hand tied in this. I attached this connector. Now I have to do is take the electrical tape off the positive and put it on the starter, button it up. 20 Newton meter. Let's see. That's it right there. And this one. That's it, 20. We're almost done. And I put this one on. I need to, tighten that nut down before I put the cover back. I'll start it. As I almost missed it, when you put the cover back on, you see these two pins? One of them, the rubber grommet, is already inside the starter housing, I think. But anyhow, these have to line up, okay? So don't break anything. That's where one of them goes. Truth. It's neutral. sounded as strong, but it was as smooth. Jesus. My starter was stronger than this. We'll see how it goes. This is really a half-hour job, guys. I was just trying to take the video with the cell phone. So, and if I have to do it again, I'll do it again, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hope this helps some of you guys out there. Alright, later. Obviously, you put the cover back on, and the torque for this was 20 Newton meter. The torque for the cover is only 7 Newton meter. Don't break your cover. It's very lightly torqued. If you like what you see in my other videos, subscribe to Captain's Aviation. Have a great day.